because they push for their party to come to power, even though they don't have capacity, they are given position without capacity, they misbehave. And they have wives who will never tell their husband, you have never worked before. You've never set up any business. You don't pay taxes. How come suddenly you come home with briefcase of money? Where is this money coming from? Where is this brand new car coming from? Where did you get money to build this new house? You have never developed capacity. You haven't earned it. Where is it coming from? You don't ask questions. You enjoy it and give him more sex and encourage him to go kill, lie, steal, scheme, destroy, make money at the expense of poor people. And you don't understand the implication. I'm not cursing anybody, but I'm telling you by authority, make no mistakes. The evil that men do, live after them. Make no mistake. Hear me. Hear me. The law of sowing and reaping does not need your address or your telephone number. When it is time for you to reap, it will find you. As long as you belong to a party, when your party comes into office, you are given a position to the national cake, and you take what you please and you want at the expense of the suffering of the citizen. Make no mistake. And you think you are going free. No. You will end up with some evil disease. And we live in a society that is passive and a coward society. You see what is wrong and nobody talks. Everybody is hiding. A day will come. A day will come when truth shall emerge. It doesn't matter how long you hide it. A day will come when truth shall emerge. You think you are powerful today. We are destroying one another. We are destroying the country because this party only comes to power to make money.
Look, so we end this near and the bra bitia samami. So we end this ni. Na so what they won't pay masam kra will be channel we so bitia samba kumami. Fashion with trim na kona kwa kachira munkro for mumpenny for no say. So mo feel say mo da so di national cake no a etwatwa. So mo yo mo dwene say national cake no after 1 year no omo da so di a kachira mo say omo nya agudie no na asan. Because why am I saying this? Empenimfo a omo bo ma this bar power. Captain Smart say woman 1 year no etwam ntoni ma wie. This is Archbishop Duncan Williams. In fact, everybody knows say Yera John Dramani Mahama Ebeba Power Prophecy Okahu and Oba Power. And then Duncan Williams, in fact, me yan story. No one can send masam me channel should tabetene. Obetin sempa me say from Ashasia Educosia we end this nessa one ma round hopa na man can treble penny for 9 NCC year asamoba and no maybe boba na mono ye 2 for a month. Mukotine fie 8 years no. So amount kosia Archbishop Duncan Williams say esan say moyam hu say ye na ye dey aban ne ba yenti no obia na mo man position e na mo de mo nse bosikam no mo wie sika na mo bre ebeba. Archbishop Duncan Williams na kan yame o say emre ene na ye ninka so time and tide wait for no man and nipa enti say yam say mo ba aban mu enti mo betuatua bloggers bika ama mo gu government na no wo so dada no mo gu ni mo ase a mo ntwen na mo de enam kwan so eba wo wie no wo san tisi omo sa ankrofo no omo yere no so tse Sam George mo okudi tabla kwamo sa omo yere no me bo mo dia because omo no omo opposition omo ye propaganda pa sa ankrofo no se mo so mo yere no omo so ntwen na so twen na ba se hukunu e de car foforo be fia wo ka chen se miura wumbusan se miura na kai wunya we kai ya wo de be di free say ni say sika we ye free na mo so de ba na mo so ma di no mo so mo de be ba busua high South Africa media me say from assassin to wiye ejamko a tibra.
Then thou shalt make thy way prosper.
Who shall make thy way prosper? Your economy, your nation, the political party in power. Some of you, your future belongs to a political party. Unless your party comes to power, you can never make money because you haven't developed capacity to make money. You need your political party to come into power to make money. So whenever your party is out of power, You have to pursue the new party in office, scheme against them, lie against them. It doesn't matter how well you do, you must sabotage them, destroy them, so you can come to power and make money. Then when you come, what you did to them, they also do it to you till you leave power, because they must also come, because people haven't developed capacity to create wealth. So we're not creating wealth. It's a vicious cycle. We are destroying one another. We are destroying the country, because this party only comes to power to make money. So the other party in opposition can't make money, don't know how to make money. All they must do is to scheme, insult, destroy others through social media to come into power. And even though they don't have capacity to hold an office, because they push for their party to come to power, even though they don't have capacity, they are given position without capacity, they misbehave. And they have wives who will never tell their husband, you have never worked before, you've never set up any business, you don't pay taxes. How come suddenly you come home with briefcase of money? Where is this money coming from? Where is this brand new car coming from? Where did you get money to build this new house? You have never developed capacity. You haven't earned it. Where is it coming from? You don't ask questions. You enjoy it and give him more sex and encourage him to go kill, lie, steal, scheme, destroy, make money at the expense of poor people. And you don't understand the implication. He will die prematurely. His days will be few. He will not live long to enjoy that house. He will not live long to enjoy that brand new car, because he didn't sweat for it, he didn't work for it, he cannot hold it. Whatever you did not earn, you can't maintain. You only maintain what you build capacity, paid price for. And so we live in a country, we are developing a country and a nation where people are not taught how to develop capacity to earn. We have developed and we are developing a country. All you have to do is to belong to a political party. All you have to do is to scheme, misrepresent innocent people, lie about people, have no capacity. It doesn't matter. Be a schemer and an armed robber. It doesn't matter. As long as you belong to a party, when your party comes into office, you are given a position to the national cake, and you take what you please and you want at the expense of the suffering of the citizen. Make no mistake. And you think you are going free. No. You will end up with some evil disease, and what you have acquired you will not enjoy. Listen. I'm not just talking about Ghana. I'm talking about nations, especially in Africa. I have seen presidents in prison. I have seen presidents, ministers of state, very powerful people holding strategic positions and having billions, money, suffering in prison. Some of them are sick with incurable diseases. The money they stole cannot heal them. Their children are miserable. Their wives are miserable. They build beautiful houses. They can't live in them. They can't dwell in them. They are afraid of driving the cars they stole money to buy. Hear me. I'm not cursing anybody, but I'm telling you by authority, make no mistakes. The evil that men do, live after them. Make no mistake. Hear me. The law of sowing and reaping does not need your address or your telephone number. When it is time for you to reap, it will find you. You can hide in the rocks of Gibraltar and of the mountains surrounding Jerusalem. When the day comes, it will find you. And you wives who don't speak to your husbands, you know they are stealing, you know they are thieves, you know they haven't worked for that money they are bringing, you know they bought you a brand new car, and you don't ask them, where did you get this money from? This car is $250,000. You have never earned $10,000 before. You've never saved $5,000 before in your bank account. Where did you get money to buy me this car? You don't ask them. You just enjoy it and you give them good sex. Don't worry. Check the Bible. When the men schemed against Daniel and got Daniel into the lion's den, their wives and children didn't know anything about it. When Daniel survived and prevailed, the king issued a command and said, all the people who are behind Daniel's suffering, who schemed to put Daniel in prison, go for them, bring them, their wives, their children, their household, throw them all into a den of lions. Their wives who were innocent, their children who were innocent, all of them were eaten by the lions, even though they were not part of the conspiracy. Those of you who know what is going wrong, you don't say anything. You keep quiet because you don't want to be misrepresented. You don't want to be attacked. You don't want to lose your job. So you keep quiet and you see evil going on. Talun kasan wahasalun di kamalun eleitu kawasalan kefalun kasun. Oh, that the God of heaven, the God of justice, eleitu kasilan mahasulun kiwasalan, shall step in the equation and make sure none of you go unpunished. It's just a matter of time, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. It's a matter of time. I've seen people, hear me, I've dealt with presidents, I've dealt with billionaires, I've dealt with people with money. Rosa will tell you, and I've seen their present conditions and state. Some of them will call, Papa, pray for us. Papa, can you make a call? And I look at them. There was a president. He had so much power. I went to his country some years ago, and I said, Mr. President, the way you are handling the people in opposition is not good. One day they'll come to office, and if you don't stop this thing you are doing, they'll come after you. He didn't listen to me. After some few years, he left office, and the new president that came went after him. And he and his vice president came to Ghana to see me, to intercede for him with the new president. And we went to see the then president, not this one, the then president. And the then president asked them, why are you here? He said, we came to see the archbishop. They didn't tell him why. And I have to fly there and tell the new president, Mr. President, whatever he did to you, don't do it to him. Be better than him. Because you too, one day, you will leave this office. Because power has expiry date. Power is not forever. Money is not forever. Those of you who think power is forever, you are joking. And those of you who think money is forever, you are joking. If money can save, then Steve, the guy who did the, what do you call it? Steve what?
Jobs.
I can't hear it. No, don't worry.
Steve
Whoever that guy is, Steve whatever of the, what's the name?
Steve Jobs.
Apple. If money can save Steve George or whatever, he would have been alive. Those of you think everything in this life is money, money, money. So just get money, get money, get money. You don't care what you do. You kill people, you lie, you destroy people's image, you sabotage people, you pay people on social media to go after people because you are a coward. You can't face them. So you hide behind social media and blockers to destroy people's reputation. If you are that bold, and if you are a real man, come out, show your face and talk. And let's talk. But you are hiding before others because you are not bold. You are no man. Because if you're a real man, you show your face. And let's talk. And we live in a society that is passive and a coward society. You see what is wrong and nobody talks. Everybody is hiding. A day will come. A day will come when truth shall emerge. It doesn't matter how long you hide it. A day will come when truth shall emerge. You think you are powerful today. I had a guy years ago. He was so powerful, I won't mention the country, that when cabinet has a meeting, after cabinet had agreed on a decision, he will have dinner with the president after cabinet has decided a decision, and he will change the mind of the president, and the president will go back to cabinet and said, I have reconsidered the decision we took, I'm going another way. He was so powerful that people said, don't talk to the president, because this guy has so much power, he can change his mind. Go and talk to him. People believe he had tied the president up, he had bound the president, because everything he said the president would do it. And a day came, and he and the president had an issue, and they fell out. The contention was so strong that he went to social media to destroy the president, and the president commanded his arrest. It was bad. Then I had a call, so and so, and I said, what can I do? He said, Papa, can you please intervene in this matter? It's very unfortunate this has happened. Please talk to the old man. And I said, I hear you. And I said to myself, I ain't saying nothing. When you had your power, you had no regard and respect for everybody, for nobody. It's time to pay back. You know what? I'm done. Another day. Stand on your feet.
You see, my first video I made them, this was what I was talking about. Say, so when you mean enam the deal for so Eddie Penibi ebe sehimia and yaboni. Namum dear yabon and say, O Yankopono, undirected, and as a one shen a deal for I'm a one directed. Ni pano wa mo de ne besi akonya so no and na yeboni, because me who be the Bible. So Bible Yankopon you be seeing here. Or man directives, or my D for no de ne buy no, and man directives. You see a D for ne hunu no krano. One more almost your mother John Dramani Mahama buy no. Do na hunu krano. Akaba could be on the papa no, you're also been padium so you that the other side of NDC. And the stone was saying you're John Dramani Mahama, ye Juma. But Archbishop Duncan Williams, you're also been passing the soft penny no. But what I say, or friend the papa. Papa no ne wun no kura wum no wunu senkrofo no mo de monsam yin efom omo de monsam yin edidi ntene sa de ama menko ka no kura ntere omo wey ni papa wey this is wey ne friend say wo ye adwuma so ka hu na mo ye de mo ba ye de en de mo fa monsam gu mutin so pa because enyo ebo baba ensam oba wo oh me say ensam oba wo ye ndis ni a ko ka kire wo mpanimfo ne say papa baby am mabom afunu medun eye mumfanye dwuma because asofo edifo na wo mo eboa ya mo ba power no obia be mo frasibu even John Dramani Mahama kasakura na be mo frasibu anko meka njere se no feel say galamse na simple sabet enya simple no an nkrofo no bi eye ko nkasa asem no njere me obi me video ba ko se wo ko nka njere enti me na no pe me ka kyerem asofo na omode mo ba na omahamu na mu go monim ase ba ko na abekasa no se ye ka kyerem mo be fi se ye de ye boye num tio na aka na me de da ganze ye Duncan Williams bra wo we NDC ni bia nim se Duncan Williams eboa wo mo be say NDC ni bia ya wo se Duncan Williams Archbishop eboa wo mo enti se mo ya wo se Archbishop eboa mo de ende de be nyame na meka Archbishop na eka enti na me se wotia fako ose mo ye jokers ade no amoya na mo feel se mo bu oman no mo wia ose mo wia oman no mo sisi oman no said the mote propaganda mote opposition na mo ye propaganda mo ba aban mu a enne mo ba aban mo de mo nsam yenu efum aduane no mo wia na mo ye jokers mo de ebeba some de me ka kire wo se ade no eba ne sei no a emfa ni agro enya agudie so what you say omo de mo ba no efrase ekasa na sa ade no be bi edunya agudie na de still mo be de agro mo ko tena fe 8 years mo nsua de mo fi so mo da so di national cake etiremode na ayem etiremode na ayem na mo de boga na fo etiremode nyame ohwe mo isi a mo papa ba ko na abekasa no aka ba ko na o se bibia ni a NDC na danfo John Dramani Mahama na danfo na ono de ohunu mfomso bi e wo mu ebusua de ekoso no mesra wo so subscribe like na fisa share ma foforo won mu echichi ene benchi in fact highest mother Africa media ya de nyoma pa any news ya yem fake news because Archbishop Duncan Williams so woni be ya dance ya menye ne video no ankasa kora ekasa e wo me channel we so na so obi hu ne picture na so obi na aka abeta ho na me de na ka ho in control ha enti na channel we e genuine me de abrawo mesra yo comment section en konkodi nkomo yakọ ho a mesra wo kira wadwene anya temledie kira wadwene na subscribe so subscribe ya like na fisa share ma for from we chichi ene benche me din e de oduma nkomo ba na kofi oda woruma from asante